Hi, Darcy. I just wanted to say that I enjoyed your information and your take on our assignment this week. I do agree. I think that the first counselor did use the Hawkins model. He was very standard and very structured of how his physical cues and his posture and his whole demeanor that he held with the client. I 100% agree with that. I liked the second counselor because for me, he was reflecting on past goals, clearly that he had, or that the client had shared with him in other previous sessions. And I think that also showed a reflection of that he was listening to her, that he was trying to troubleshoot with her on the goals that she had professed that she wanted to work on. I like both counselors, don't get me wrong. I do believe that the first counselor was being very um, processed with his delivery of the counseling techniques that he was using, and I think he was using them accurately. But I will say, in particular, one um, when he was demonstrating that he understood what she was saying with his physical cues of shaking his head, I think that's a good tool to use. But I think the client should be finishing their point, um, finishing telling how they feel about whatever the topic is being discussed, and then acknowledgement is given by maybe the shake of a head or whatever. But I think he was just doing that sort of like a very general motion, and to some people, they may feel as though they're not being heard, or not necessarily that they're being misunderstood, but there's not a genuineness there of acknowledgement that they understand what they're saying or that they can relate. Their relatability is not being shared to the extent that they want it to be. And I think that can affect the counselor's relationship with the client, and actually affect the client's trust with, because sometimes I think they feel they're just being yesed. But all in all, I agree with what you're saying about both counselors. I think that the second counselor, for me, I would probably have a lot of relatability to him and the techniques that he used. Once again, because he was sharing information that she had already shared with him about their goal setting and giving her ideas on how to reach those goals. But I appreciate your attention to detail, and I look forward to hearing more of your videos. I think you were spot on with your analogies of how they were utilizing techniques for the counseling.